Hey, this is Taylor here at Truck World RVA. Today we're going to take some time and look at this 2020 Ford F550. Just under 150,000 miles on this truck. It is an extended cab with an 11-foot Knapheide service body, a stellar 7621 crane, hydraulic compressor and hydraulic outriggers. It does have some drawers in it as well. This was a one-owner, fleet-owned truck, came to us from down south. No rust really to speak of in the service body, in the frame of the truck, or in any of the service body compartments. You have exterior lighting on the truck as well as the master slide locks up here. Factory mount up top for a welder, tow hitch receiver, and a large work deck rear bumper. One add-on toolbox up here on top of the bed, and a Boss BA440 hydraulic air compressor. Again, it is an extended cab configuration on the truck. Now, the goal of these videos is to show you everything about the truck as if you were here looking at it in person. So in the first half of the video, I'm going to go through the exterior of the truck. I'll point out any cosmetic imperfections I find as I go along. We'll look inside all the service body compartments. We'll look underneath the truck as well, inside of the cab. Now in the second half of the video, I'll do a cold start. We'll take a look at the engine, and then we'll run the crane, the compressor, and show you how all the equipment works. A little bit of damage right here on that hinge. It's just bent in, a little bit of paint damage to it as well. The door does close, latch, lock, and seal as it should. My goal here is for expectation and reality to perfectly align. So I want you to know everything about the truck before you come look at it. I want to be as transparent and thorough as possible when I do this video. So with that being said, if there are any additional photos, videos, or information, just let me know. I can send you over anything else you might need. Driver's side of the cab is clean. No dings, dents, or scratches that I can see. You have a small rock chip right here, but that's really the only thing I notice. On the driver's side of the cab, power windows, power locks, cruise control, steering wheel controls. Interior is clean and free of any rips or tears. Center console lid is clean. Driver and passenger seat, again, free of any rips or tears. You have factory exhaust brake. Once again, this is a two-wheel drive unit. All your steering wheel controls here. Even the headliner is fairly clean. Usually we see a lot of grease staining, specifically above the driver's side. And while there's a little bit here, for the most part, it's pretty clean. Rear seats do have some staining on them. I'll put the rear seat down on the other side. We can try to get some of this out. I have found that on the vinyl, when it gets stained like this, it almost stains into the vinyl, so it's hard to get some of these stains out. It's not greasy at all, it's just actually dyed into the vinyl. You have your factory wireless remote with its charging cradle there. And then power windows on the back as well. There is a little spot here where the prior logo looks like it was removed. You can see some scratching down there on the door. Again, not really noticeable at any distance, but once you get up close and look at it in the right light, there are some minor scratches on the driver's side door. Truck has brand new steer tires on it. They're Falcons, they match both sides. Now this truck has been fully serviced and state safety inspected. Anything we find that needs addressed, we take care of. If you'd like a full list of all the work just performed on this truck prior to us offering it for sale, just let me know. I can send you over parts and labor receipts for everything we just did to it. We do use all OEM parts. And again, I can send you over receipts for all that. No damage to the chrome front bumper. You have a ding here in the passenger fender right by the headlight. Some minimal rock chipping here along the front of the hood. Another little ding and 2 rock chips there in the fender. Same deal on this side as on the driver's side. When you get up close, you can see some scratches in the finish of the paint there. Again, not super noticeable from any distance, but once you get up close. And then we do have quite a few dings on the half door here and some rock chips. And those are still noticeable at a 5-foot distance, those door dings. Now the bed's an 11-foot Knapheide service body. The factory paint is still intact, as well as the factory bed liner. The bed liner's in good shape, both on the tops of the bins and on the bin fronts. Nice thing about bed liner on the front of the bins is that it saves the bin fronts from getting all chipped up from rock chips and whatnot. The front edge of this hinge does have some paint damage on it, rock chips, just because that's where you would catch. You will see some minor chips as well in the finish of the paint. Nothing that I've noticed that's more major than just that tiny little size right there. But this one being one that we did not sandblast down and repaint, it will have some blemishes on the service body. Overall, very clean. Now all the doors do close, latch, lock, and seal as they should. All the latches are operational. They all work off the same key, so the same service body key will lock all of the latches. You have your torch bottle holders there, as well as your straps. On the left hand side, you have a couple sets of shelves. Now this body does not have any interior LED lighting. It does have exterior work lighting. Another small chip here in the passenger 2 compartment. This has one shelf inside of it. As with most beds, this one has the tabs in the interior, so you are able to move these shelves up and down or add shelves in if you'd like. You can easily change the organization of them. Chip here, and a chip here. Looks like an area of touch-up here, small chip here. Another one here, and 2 more over the wheel well. Now the drive tires are also new. We've just put these on. These are also matching Falcons. You can look up in the bed. Again, Southern truck, no rust to speak of in the frame, bed floor, cross member supports, all very clean and free of any rust. One wide shelf over this compartment. This is just dirt and sand. That is not rust down there, just to be clear. This is an acetylene reel up here, obviously. That's routed to the torch bottle compartment. Again, master slide lock. You can push this in, put a padlock through it. You can lock the entire bedside all at once. Couple chips there on the rear of the bed. Hydraulic outriggers. The crane side is hydraulic extension. The non-crane side is just hydraulic up and down. A couple chips here on this door. Now in the bottom you have a Reelcraft hose reel that's routed right out the back of the bed. You have your outrigger controls, your master disconnect switch for the body panel, air regulator and dryer there, And then your body panel controller sends power to the crane, compressor, and all the lighting on the bed as well. The crane's a stellar 7621 with a 7,500 pound maximum lifting capacity and a 2-stage hydraulic extension out to 21 feet. Again, that is run off a factory wireless remote. You saw that in the cab earlier on in the video. This side's locked. We'll see if the other side is open. The keys are in the truck. You have 2 steps on the rear bumper, tow hitch receiver, and then some wear to the bed liner on the back of the bumper lip. Some dings and scratches on the tailgate itself. Inside of the bed, you have factory tie downs in the floor, and then some E-track along both sides. To secure loads, up in the front is your hydraulic reservoir. Air compressor drain is right here. Another chip right here on the back of the bed. Driver rear compartment, you have 1 shelf inside of here. A little bit of damage here on the driver's side wheel well door and over top of the wheel well itself. See a little dent in here. 1 shelf inside of this compartment. Nice wide double door compartment in the driver 1 and driver 2. The right hand side has 2 sets of shelves inside of it. The left hand side has a nice wide set of CTech drawers. And again, the compressor is a Boss BA440 hydraulic air compressor. I'll run that in the second half of this video. That about wraps up the cosmetic portion of this demo. I'm gonna hop in the truck and take it for a spin. If you have any questions at this point, feel free to call or text 804-716-8487. 6574 on the engine hours. $149,251 on the miles. Again, this is a 6.7 Powerstroke diesel, mated to the 10-speed automatic transmission. Shifts nicely through the gears. We got up into 9th gear on that short little run. Now, once again, if you'd like a list of everything that we just did to this truck prior to offering it for sale, just let me know. I can send you that over. It'll be typed up anywhere you see this truck listed, but I can send you over all the receipts for everything we did to it. This truck is turnkey, ready to work. All the equipment works as it should. Mechanically, the truck currently does not need anything. Brakes feel good, track's nice and straight down the road. Again, we're driving on 6 brand new tires as well. Plenty of power. I'm gonna back it up back into the spot and we'll run out the crane. Front strobes located in the grille. The truck also has rear strobes in the taillights. Little to no blow-by whatsoever. One side mount LED work light off the passenger side front corner. Rear strobes in the taillights, as well as 2 rear work lights. And then one more front mounted work light off the driver's side front corner. And all the lighting again is controlled off that power panel back in the crane compartment. The PTO switch is aux1 upfitter switch inside the cab. Once you hit that switch on, the PTO comes on, the truck idles up. You do have to turn the power on in this master disconnect. And then again, you're able to control all the lighting off this bed panel. There's also a control panel inside of the cab for the lighting as well. Now once your outriggers are set, you can come back over here and select the crane power button. That will send power to your crane. The crane is run off a factory wireless remote. Toggle any function and the remote will come up. Speed is controlled off the trigger on the back. Again, it's a 7,500 pound capacity crane, 2-stage hydraulic extension out to 21 feet of maximum reach. You can throw it up and let the pulley block fall off. Winch it all the way down so I can extend out to the full extension. Nice quick operation on the crane. All the functions are smooth and work as they should. That is all the way out to its full extension, again of 21 total feet of reach. Wear pads have plenty of wear left in them. Inner boom is clean down both sides. Now the speed again is controlled off the trigger. You can ease up on that trigger and make it go as slow as you like, or you can go full speed like so. much zero slop in the rotation gear. When you stop it, it stops right where you let off. The compressor as well is run off the remote. You just pull down on the auxiliary switch here, the compressor comes on. Goes up to about 150 psi. That door is a little rattly. Hold down again to turn the compressor off. Shut the truck off from the remote as well. And you can cut it back on from the remote. When you cut it back on, the PTO engages again. You can go right back into running the crane. Once again, thank you for watching this 2020 F550 extended cab. Just under 150,000 miles with a 7621 7,500 pound capacity crane, hydraulic compressor, one set of drawers. A really nice truck all the way around. If you do have any questions, feel free to call or text 804-716-8487. Again, this is Taylor at Truck World RVA. This is all I buy and sell if you're looking for something different, set up with a different size crane, different chassis configuration. Just let me know. I get new trucks in on a daily basis. So thanks again for taking the time to check this one out.